in Hip Hop Atlanta.
Oh, I know we was gonna talk about this. Yes,
They have come back with a bang. When I say, I'm like, dang, is it the switch of the network or what? Because it's like they really got me. Okay, so I'm gonna touch on a little bit of last week's episode and some of this week. I feel like this week it wasn't a whole lot, but first of all, we will say this: Mama D alleges that Diamond of Crime Mob, Scrappy's ex, may possibly be pregnant because Diamond told her that her period was late. My thing is this: Mama D, why you always be so friendly with his exes? And then y'all be friends with this lady and she know that he be playing all of y'all. Like, why y'all be so close to Mama D? This is a true definition of that's gonna always be my child. So when y'all think y'all probably going to their mama having a conversation like he did this to me, he did that to me, she not gonna give a damn because that's still her child. And while you over there running your mouth, she gonna be friends with the other side chick too. Like, it's a mess.
Who Mama D is to me? Mama D is a homeboy that's like, I ain't never seen my homeboy love nobody like this.
Ooh, that's what it's giving.
That's who she is to me.
That's what it gives. That's exactly what it gives. And I know a lot of people are like, well, why is Mama D bringing up Diamond? Well, from last week's episode, Scrappy and Bambi are about to get a divorce, okay? And Bambi let the cat out the bag by letting us know that when Scrappy has been on tour or doing his shows, he's been texting Diamond and scheduling link ups with her. I'm in this hotel. What time you coming through? Where you trying to eat? Like, they were literally kind of like playing dates and stuff. So it's clear that he had been cheating on his wife. But what I can't get past, in addition to that, is the fact that Bambi has to move out of her home, she and their 3 kids, because Scrappy was not paying his part of the rent. And I'm trying to understand what kind of landlord you got that let y'all pay roommate style, where you pay, and y'all a married couple, you pay your portion and then he just pay his portion. Bambi says she manages the entire household. So why do y'all not have an entire account? So that way you could see when he's depositing and when he's not depositing. Make no mistake, I do feel like Scrappy not paying Bambi the money on the rent, he was being very vindictive. I feel like he purposely did not pay that.
Yeah, me too.
Trifling.
I agree. I agree with the Punisher. I think that he does, to me, even the way he talks about their relationship is so aggravating to me. It's a lot of, you don't want our family and one little thing happened. He very much downplays how much he has done to like harm their relationship. And her trying to get free of him she's the one that's the problem. She's the one giving up. Like, as much as I like Chaotic, I don't even like the way Chaotic talks about their relationship as if Bambi was supposed to be forgiving. Oh, that's it? That's all? The fuck you mean that's it? That's all? I'm sorry. I keep trying not to curse, but some of these situations really be stressing me out because it's crazy to me that y'all really are looking at Scrappy like he's a victim. And the thing that killed me is everybody talking about Bambi knew who he was. And I'm like, y'all, please stop acting like you don't get what men thinking that they're going to eventually grow up when they get to 40. Like,
exactly what I was about to say. People really be trying to punish people for feelings change feelings. You can change your mind.
Very true. We're all human.
Wendy Williams said a long time ago, I'm a woman, I have the right to change my mind. Okay, once given new perspective, bitch, I can change my mind.
Who had that song? I changed my mind.
Keisha Cole.
She got her show coming out.
Isn't her movie on Saturday, right?
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay. Listen, I need to get into that Mary J. Blige situation that came out on Lifetime, girl. Let me see.
I was at the stoplight yesterday and I got like the best vibe. It was a black girl in a Mustang with some super long duck nails, smoking a cigarette, listening to Sent from Heaven by Keisha Cole. And I was getting my life just looking at her.
I love that. Come on now. That's how I be feeling, girl, when I be doing whatever I be doing. But yeah, girl, I love it.
So what y'all thought about Bambi pretty much going off on Chaotic?
I felt like it was misplaced, but I also feel like he kind of deserved it on some slick shit because he was saying shit that I felt like put more of the blame on her for not staying there and taking it. And I do think there is a energy in the environment where these dudes really don't hold their friends accountable. And the men that I know that are stand-up men and they aren't bums, their friends hold them accountable. Their
Yep.
homeboys say, hey, you know you acting like a bum ass dude, right? You know you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So when they do have friends that don't hold them accountable, that's a part of the problem. And I feel like we saw that last episode in that scene with Scrappy and Chaotic and Kirk. And Kirk was like, I don't even want to tell him what I'm thinking because I know he's going to say that I'm taking Bambi's side. So even though Kirk has a different perspective as an older man that sees you ruining your family, he's still not going to tell you because he know you're going to bitch up. You're going to have a
Because
temper.
he know. He been there.
Yep. So he just lets you, he gonna let you make the mistake. If you're not smart enough to catch up before it's too late, that's on you. But it absolutely was giving Bambi had misdirected anger, and I was happy that Chaotic let her have that moment because essentially you kind of were saying shit behind her back that made him feel like what he was doing was okay.
Yeah, I felt like it was definitely misdirected. I'm like, girl, like, why are you coming over there, that man, and you mad at who Scrappy got around? That's really more so on Scrappy than it is on him. But at the same time, I did love the vulnerability because, like you said, like men only get a lot of times, and just not just men, a lot of times people get one side of the story. So they typically go with that side, and he probably didn't know everything that she was feeling or thinking or whatever. So I'm kind of glad that she told him that, so he know, like, I can't always take what the hell Scrappy say as bond because clearly this lady over here hurt. He must have did some whatever. It was something else I wanted to say about. You were talking about friendships or something. This is the thing. Yes, men do hold their friends accountable. However, we have to look at the friends Scrappy got. And because of Kirk's history, Scrappy not finna listen to him. And we heard it on this week's episode when Safari was like, you can't be talking to these girls. What Scrap said, you done did this and that on Erica and whatever. He's going to use those excuses of the BS that his homeboys has done to excuse his own behavior. He needs better friends. But I mean, at the end of the day, he just needs to,
To me,
like
like you
you
Birds
say,
of
a
a
said,
better
feather.
man.
exactly. They
That's
all
what it's
trash,
giving.
which is why I wasn't really that mad at Bam. Because ultimately, even though, yeah, this is a moment where you crying at somebody that didn't really do anything to you, it's still a collective of y'all co-signing and being okay with this behavior. And the truth of the matter is, it's a part of the problem. It is.
That actually was a trending topic this week. And it's so funny how reality TV be coinciding. Well, that's probably why it was a trending topic. Because the episode, somebody was saying that it was a man saying, men, we need to hold our friends accountable. And it was a bunch of dudes lighting his ass up on Twitter. And it sounds about right. It's similar to what we're seeing on the show.
Oh yeah, they definitely gonna beat you up whenever you speak about how you should be. That's why I was so surprised at Dr. Umar this week when he got online and corrected those two dudes. I was like, oh wow, gather the out of y'all.
What did Dr. Umar do?
Me too.
Oh
I feel like I
girl,
liked it. Let me see if I can
me
pull it up.
too. Pull it up,
I was
girl.
like, damn. I was like, why y'all got me out here liking what Dr. Umar
He
said?
read down.
He did.
He read, and them dudes really was trying hard. But once he read their ass down, they couldn't even say nothing. They just sat there quiet because it's like at some point, y'all can't talk this foolishness. Like the agreement that we're gonna keep going with the bullshit is the only way it works. So when there's a man that's louder, more confident, and smarter than you, and he's telling you you're wrong, it's harder for them to stand in their bullshit the way they do with women.
Let me see. I think I may have gotten it. So let me see if I can share the screen real quick. Like, let me see which one
Oh,
I'm
child, don't
using.
get it twisted. We know he a hotel. We don't really, trust him on no level. But we just glad he said the truth for once.
I'm mad I quoted him last week. Everybody can't come with us.
All right. So let me see if we can pull this up real quick.
To us though, I want to say this to us though, because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The Black woman has had to hold down the Black house by herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of Black males began in the 1970s. You understand me? Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down. Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality. We created that. And then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. See, what you're saying, you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course you're going to end up with a poor mate. And why are you going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need. We are not. They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it? Unemployed black males, what we doing about it? Pants sagging, weed smoking, what we doing about it? Black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us. We have not been on our job as black men. If the men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. But guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years? And the minute she raised her voice, we say she's not humble enough. She had to become masculine to survive the rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs to be
we was
more
loving
selective.
our women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that? That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
You're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
No.
There's good quality men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
You gotta ask her.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection. Because black men have abandoned black boys and have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them. That's why she with Pookie. If she would not have a Pookie. If we're going to be men,
my daddy didn't raise no Pookie.
Responsibility for why our women feel the way they feel. I want to say this to us though, because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible.
All right,
for.
so y'all
Let's
just
be
heard
honest.
that.
The black
Let me
woman
say this.
had to hold down the black.
Let me say this, because I see this in the comments. When Cynthia G said it, y'all got mad. Y'all got mad. Y'all got so upset. Y'all was in the comments, Bondi, you supporting with Cynthia G be saying da-da-da-da. And I'm like, y'all don't even understand the energy in which Cynthia says stuff a lot of the times. But Cynthia G is another YouTuber, and she speaks on these things a lot. And she had a panel discussion with Dr. Umar like 6 months ago. And he was singing a different tune. These are all her points. Everything that she's saying are like everything he's talking about right now are her points that she talks about on her channel all the time, because she responds to black men always talking about, oh, black women are always looking for the Pookies and the Ray Rays and they're masculine and single moms are the problem. Like, she speaks to the men that say that. So she'll say stuff like, okay, well, if we're the problem, we should stop having y'all then. We should stop birthing black males, since us birthing y'all seems to be the problem here. Since it's our fault, we should start controlling our birth and not having y'all then. So when she says that, everybody acts like she's literally telling everybody to go and get rid of their black male children. That's not what she's actually telling you. She's saying it in response to people blaming black women for men not taking responsibility. So it's like, okay, well, the only thing I can take responsibility of is who I give birth to. That's the only thing I can control. Besides that,
and they trying to take that away too.
Come on, Roe v. Wade. Come on, Roe v. Wade. So it's not that she's really telling y'all to do that. It's something that's being said almost like as a response in anger. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, then let's do this then. Let's go to the next extreme. Like, that's what it really is. But I don't think people really catch that connotation when she's speaking. But yeah, she talks about everything he was saying, y'all. All of them points that he was listing, she has said in her videos several times about the reason y'all always want to talk about Black women being aggressive, but you don't want to talk about why.
Whew, well, there's that, because
There's
that's
that,
the
girl.
energy that Scrap was given
Yes.
to goddamn Bambi, and I'm sitting over here like, ain't no way I would have called his ass to help me pack up, because ain't no way you ain't finna pay your half for the rent. You done got me and your kids ass the hell out, and you think you finna come over here and pack up, and you think you doing me a favor? No, you can pick your shit up in boxes at the end of the damn driveway, because we done already moved on. You
Just
ain't been trying to
imagine.
be here. Now you trying to be here when it's time to pack up? Oh no.
Girl, the energy he had with her, like acting like he all sad and shit. And she like, why you got, this old warriors me ass energy? I'm just trying to help you pack. That would have made me so mad. You could have helped me not have to pack in the first place.
Come on.
But you wanted to be vindictive. I really feel like Scrappy is one of those men, and it's a lot of y'all like this. It's no disrespect, but it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot of people like this in general. But I feel like men are more in their ego, so they kind of experience this a little bit more. They care more about how you think they are than how they actually are. Like they're okay with treating you like shit as long as you don't tell people that they treat you like shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That was him trying not to take ownership of the point that Dr. Umar was arguing or debating. But
I agree. They were sitting up there not trying to hear him the first time, and then when he explained, they say, I get you, I'm with you, I understand that, and then you go back into what you were saying the first time. No, baby, you don't get it.
You're a broken record.
You don't want to. That's that committed to misunderstanding, the strategic misunderstanding that we often see Maurice and Marceau do.
Yes.
Absolutely,
Talk about
absolutely.
it. And that's why I feel like it's important to be paying attention to these things when we see them on the reality shows or with these celebrities and stuff, because it's the shit that regular dudes do all the time, but you don't really be paying attention as much because you so close. You so close to the man that you can't recognize when he's doing some of these same things to you in your regular ass relationship, going 50-50 and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of women experience men not always holding up their end of the deal, or being able to kind of like rest on their laurels every now and again in a way that a woman doesn't always feel comfortable to do. I don't know if it's just me, but I've seen way more women hold down consistent jobs, get promotions, like
that's
stay in
not
their
just you.
yeah, okay,
Definitely
like
not.
okay, I'm glad.
I feel like
But
we're gonna get into one of them stories later. Hey, Simone, how are you? Real quick before we get
Girl,
off.
not me looking at the comments. I was like, oh hey.
Sierra also messed up because she ended up marrying Eric, y'all. And Eric is over there. She's in LA to see Bambi. Wasn't even there. It seemed like a good 24 hours before her daughter tells her, you need to come back because this man went all through my purse, all through my room and everything. I feel like that's violation. Like, you are her stepdad, and this girl is like 18 at this point. Who the fuck do you think you are? And then you wait to pull some bush when I'm not here? That's a problem. So it basically, what we're learning about Eric is that he's controlling, he's insecure, and hella jealous of her relationship with her children and the attention that she give her kids. He wants that. And I don't know. It's like, it is giving he love bombed the hell out of her. But then I also feel like, was she in a rush to, marry him to prove BK wrong or something like that, or get her happily ever after? And it's sad, and I'm worried for her because she's saying that she has a plan to leave him without him knowing. And I'm like, ooh, I hope that plan is really thought out, because the way you talking about Eric, I'm kind of scared.
I mean, she's doing it on camera, so that'll probably save her that she's doing it during the season.
Yeah.
But I absolutely did not like any of the things that she was saying. Searching the room, having issues with her son, calling her, BITs and all that in front of her kids, saying, S my D and all of that type of stuff in front of her son. Like, to me, that's bottom of the barrel type ish. I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't be with somebody like that, and I really couldn't have somebody in my space that would talk to me like that in front of my kid. So I definitely feel like he was pretending to be something he wasn't. And I feel like she was vulnerable to that because of the BK situation. But Sierra needs to sit her ass down and do some soul searching and get herself together so she can stop picking these same type dudes, because she went from shooter to BK to now this dude, and it's been even a little overlap at times. So I feel like Sierra needs to go sit down somewhere, learn herself, be alone for a little while, and value her own time with herself and her own space with herself so that she can make better decisions in men. Because really, I feel like her not wanting to be alone is what has pushed her into these terrible relationships. But he definitely tricked her.
Definitely. That is really sad. You got any thoughts on that, Niecy?
I don't.
Okay. All right. So we're done with love and hip hop, unless y'all got something else.